Before we start, I'd like to say pump and dumps are a type of security fraud and is not recommended. This video does not condone pump and dumps. It was created for educational purposes on what pump and dumps are and to make investors aware of the types of dangers that come with cryptocurrency pump and dumps. Please do not attempt these types of schemes nor try to participate in them. Rather, look for the indicators. With that said, let's get right into the video. Cryptocurrency pump and dump schemes vary in their methods. Although pre-mined coined ICOs and other methods were used within potential pump and dump schemes, in this video we'll use a particular case study, Wolong's Game of Deception, also known as the Book of Wolong or simply God.pdf. To start this video, however, we'll go over the fundamentals of what a pump and dump scheme is. Pump and dump schemes are simply promotion of a product, in this case cryptocurrency coins, after insiders have made a low position. After promotion of the coin, followers rush to invest and grab the immediate opportunity posted on any social media board or message board really. Twitter, Bitcoin Talk, 4chan, Trollbox, or even email spam were an example of a few. The coin is then sold by insiders in an inflated rate for profit, while those who bought the coin during the promotion phase are left holding the bag for low value, or worst case scenario, for valueless coins. The following chart shows a classic example of a pump and dump. As the chart shows, the group will start loading on stock, then begins the promotion phase. And with the promotion phase, the schemers start to sell their shares once they see a rapid price increase, as others begin to become bag holders of the stock or cryptocurrency. Once the group starts to sell their stock or coins, panic selling ensues and investors become bag holders. Although this chart calls out stocks in particular, the same holds true for cryptocurrencies. Now, going back to Wolong. Wolong, also known as the Game of Deception on Twitter, became one of the first to write a book on how pump and dump market manipulation works, with a 7-step process on how to stage your pump and dump successfully. Wolong was known for manipulating Dogecoin from 50 satoshis to about 190, the very first pump and dump of Dogecoin in 2015. According to his book of Wolong, what it took was 7 steps to achieve this. The first step was position building, second step, suppressing prices, third step, testing the pump, fourth step, the actual pump, fifth step, stakeouts, sixth step, reallocation and distribution, seventh step, exiting, also known as the dump. Keep in mind, these steps are not for traditional investors with limited funds, but for those who can mandate the market individually or more than likely as a group of investors with a big pool of money or bitcoins. These investors are commonly called whales. Wolong defines whales as traders with significant bankrolls, defining them as actors that heavily impact the market's direction. He then states that the purpose of the book is to trade in the shadow of the smart money, understand how market manipulation works, and then become profitable by that understanding. He then goes on to say he will not be identifying exactly how to identify the traces of whale activity, but rather his focus will be explaining on how market manipulation works and the thoughts of a market manipulator. One of the tools whales use, as Wolong defines, is market volume. CoinMarketCap defines volumes as the number of traded units within a market at a given time. It is a measurement of individual units of an asset that has changed hands during a time period. According to Wolong, whales contribute about 80 to 70% of the volume seen on market. This is enough to alter the direction of a market, according to Wolong. Volume is important to understanding Wolong's method, as market volume will be used as a popular indicator, an indicator for health of the coin with a popularity of trades. It should also be noted that some humans and algorithm traders will use volume as an important indicator of a big market move. A spike of high volume trades will usually indicate either a pump or dump within the market. With that, we can begin the first step within Wolong's plan, position building. Position building is the stage which requires a significant amount of market share to do the pumps. The most common method will be micro buys. Through placing of buy orders in relatively small amounts, it avoids driving up prices and also masks the existence of whales. Some alternative coins, however, have really low amounts of volume and will take ages to build positions through micro buys. In such cases, whales will be forced to do a pump to encourage sellers. Wolong claims to have done this multiple times with altcoins, Doge to BTC being listed as one of his examples. After position building comes stage 2, price suppression. Wolong states this phase is done after piles of altcoins is purchased. To quote Wolong, "We will pile up whatever we have bought to suppress prices as much as possible through sell walls, so we are able to buy more cheaply. Our sell walls are usually just enough to appear as though it's the invisible hand of the market, minor supply and demand." Then stage 3, the test pump, which is used for whales to test and ensure control of the market. Test pumps may happen throughout the pump and dump process. By doing a test pump, an idea of where the next resistance will be and how many weak hands are in the market will be given. Wolong specifically states whales hate weak hands as they do not act as any form of support during a pump. Therefore, test pumps will be used to get rid of investors in the early stage. Stage 4, the actual pump. This is performed once the weak hands have been forced out. Stage 5, the shakeouts. Within the pump phase, a stage called shakeouts will be used to drive prices so low the prices will go below the whale's buying price. Although this would intentionally be at a loss, shakeouts intentionally simulate a dump to cause despair within the market. Weak hand traders with no experience will usually exit the market at this point, even at a loss. Stage 6, reallocation and distribution. Sometimes during a pump, buying into their own walls, whales will have more of the coin than expected. If this is the case, prices are dropped once the whale sells their coins into the market, but it's not enough to cause alarm for a dump. For example, if the coin was distributed at $5 per coin, prices will be driven down to $4.50. Whales will know that traders will want to leave at a profit, and the price difference from the buy originally at $5 isn't a significant amount of loss at $4.50. So they carefully distribute their coins without causing huge loss to the market. After all steps have been completed, the final stage is started. Stage 7, the dump. The dump is where the whales take their profit, completely exiting from the market. Exiting strategies vary. Although the most common idea everyone might have is whales micro-sell or massively dump into buy walls. These are just basic exiting strategies and are not the most profitable methods. Two methods Wolong points to is one called exit during a pump, which works by having sell walls in place and buying into these walls again and again, aggressively until the crowd follows. Once they follow, they will bite into the whale's sell walls. This allows the whales to exit portions bit by bit till finally exiting the market. The other is known as exiting by putting a sell wall. Wolong claims that he posted somewhere, possibly Twitter, claiming he has sell walls up to suppress prices for others to buy cheap coins. In this example, he uses Dogecoin. However, while claiming he has sell walls up to merely cap prices, Wolong is in fact micro-trading or micro-selling his way out of the market. That is the end of the 7 steps for market manipulation in God.pdf. Wolong continues the story with an exact example of how he used Dogecoin within his pump and dump. Funny enough, Dogecoin has seen multiple pump and dumps during its time as a cryptocurrency. The time the Book of Wolong was released was in 2014. Fast forward to July 2020 and we see Dogecoin pump and dump again. This time, instead of using Twitter to promote the pump, TikTok was used. Posted in July 1st, the price was at 26 Satoshis, and later on in July 8th, the price was pumped to 50 Satoshis. About twice the original price before the pump and dump. We can see the promotion of the pump and dump within this video.
Let's all get rich. Dogecoin is practically worthless. There are 800 million TikTok users. Invest just $25. Once the stock hits $1, you'll have 10 grand. He says, tell everyone you know.
SpongeBob meme and all? For a near 100% increase of Dogecoin's value, the whale likely made a good profit. Another video also on TikTok shows someone even warning first-time traders of the dangers of a pump and dump, with the creator calling out the original creator of the Dogecoin pump and dump video.
Let me post a third video exposing these Dogecoin scams, because this is the worst of the worst that actually gives crypto a really bad rep. So these guys will buy whatever coin they tell you to buy first and then tell you that, oh, we're all gonna go buy it now and be rich, and noobs don't know what they're doing. And in fact, this is only possible in cryptocurrency. If they did this with stocks, they go to jail. But because cryptocurrency is still relatively unregulated, this is okay and they get away with it. And especially on TikTok, there's so many investment noobs and kids. This is extremely shady. And let's look at their accounts. This guy, this is 100% a scammer. Look at their accounts. They have no other information. This is probably not even their picture. Same as this guy, there is just one.
Unfortunately for a lot of first-time traders in TikTok, this video was in fact correct. The chart from July 1st to July 31st shows a classic pump and dump pattern. Looks like new investors that participated in the hashtag Dogecoin challenge lost out, which is an important lesson to eventually learn. The point of pointing this out, however, is not to say haha to those who lost out on the outside. It's to understand something fundamentally important to pump and dump schemes in cryptocurrencies and elsewhere. History will always repeat itself. Pump and dumps are proven to cause excitement and doubt, to take advantage of a trader's greed, to leave them as a bag holder of useless coins down the line. To manipulate the market is to manipulate multiple people into making bad decisions, and like in poker or video games, you can play someone into tilt and make them play emotionally. In the markets, however, the emotion is usually fueled by greed. Wolong in his book quotes Sun Tzu, "If you know your enemies and know yourself, you will not be imperiled in hundreds of battles." For those that are curious, a link to God.pdf will be within the description box below. With that said, thank you for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe. What do you think of pump and dump schemes? Have you ever been burned by one? Or are you in fact a whale? If you are, please comment below. I will be posting every Thursday from now on, so please be sure to check on me then. Thank you again for watching, and invest safely and responsibly.